guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chanel here, the Living Dolly. What is up? Happy January the 4th. I know, right? The days are like flying by so quickly. Please excuse that dog and those birds. I swear people will think I'm like living next to the zoo. These animals are always acting crazy every time I'm trying to film. But anyway, let's just ignore them. So for today's video, I am going to be doing, as the title says, 2020 and 10 things that it has taught me. Now, I think we can all agree that 2020 was quite a year. Some of us are still feeling the effects of that. Some of us aren't feeling too, happy and joyful because, of course, we still kind of like we are in a pandemic, but we still kind of, a little bit restricted, low-key kind of restricted. So yeah, that's a little sucky, but it's all for our best interest because I don't think anybody here wants to be, in a hospital or anything like that. So before it is I end up rambling, because I know myself, I'm just going to end up talking. I'm going to get into this video. So if it is you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If it is you have not subscribed already, I would love to have you as a subscriber on my channel. I would appreciate that so much. And leave me a comment. Let me know if it is you're thinking what I'm thinking. What has 2020 taught you? Let me know if it is you have been thinking like, what I've been thinking. So let's get into it. Okay, so first on the list, what 2020 has taught me, pretty much to be grateful. And I'm not talking about materialistic things. I'm not talking about clothes and shoes and even wigs. Things that money cannot buy, which is basically your family and friends, your relationships, life mainly. If it is you're new to my channel, you would not know, but if it is you have been watching any of my videos, you would know that a couple members of my family did get sick during the pandemic. My dad had it. My very close aunt, who's kind of like my second mother, had it, and a couple other members of my family had COVID, no doubt. And that was really quite an experience. I don't think until you have actually, like for me, for like being a member of the family, it was something. I don't even know how to describe it. It was scary, it was confusing, it was kind of mind-boggling. It's just a lot to deal with, and far worse for the person who was actually in the hospital. My dad spent 19 days at the hospital at Couva for like 16 days. Couva Hospital, where there is like the step-down facility. So yeah, and even he could admit that it practically changed his life. If it is you want to hear more about his story, please go check out my Christmas Day vlog. While we were sitting around the table having Christmas morning breakfast, we were discussing things that we're grateful for, and basically that was one of the things. So basically 2020 taught me to be grateful for life. No matter how bad your situation seems, you're not in a hospital, you have not contracted a very serious life-threatening disease, you are alive and well. I think for that, that was like the biggest lesson that I've learned. So definitely be grateful just for life. Every morning, wake up, give God thanks. You are alive and well. You woke up to have another day. The second thing that 2020 has taught me is everyone is not your friend. If it is you looked at my last story time, my last YouTube video, what's wrong with me? I can't talk. Yeah, my last YouTube video, you would have seen that my story time was basically about a toxic, quote-unquote, friendship. And yeah, I learned that everyone is not your friend. Everyone is not going to support you, no matter how great you are, no matter how nice you are. There's always going to be somebody who is just not going to like you for whatever strange reason, and you just have to brush that off your shoulders and just be like, okay, cool. You do not like me, you do not support me, you're not my friend, you do not care about me. Okay, then keep it pushing. So 2020 definitely taught me that with a couple of situations, mainly with that toxic friendship. So go check out that video. Don't worry, I will link it in the description box down below. So yeah, that was lesson number 2. Lesson number 3 is to stop procrastinating. Now, I know I'm not the only person who suffers with that, but it's just pure laziness. Yeah, basically it's just pure laziness. for years, as I have mentioned many times before on my channel, I've always wanted to get into the beauty industry, or being a blogger or even a YouTuber for years, like since I was in my 20s. Like, I'm 32 right now. Okay. So for years I've been wanting to get into that industry. I always loved, I think y'all could tell that I love, the beauty industry. Love it, love it, love it. And I just didn't do it for years, just procrastinated. Every year I was like, yeah, next year, yeah, next year, yeah, next year. And 10 years later, I'm like now started. So you would not believe, out of boredom, and I think just the fact that I reach, when you're ready, you just know, like, the time is right. I decided last year during quarantine, March the 15th to be exact, to start my YouTube channel. So yeah, the procrastinating, it's a tough one to kick, because sometimes I'm not lying to tell you, you just don't be in the mood. And I also listen to myself. If it is I'm like, I'm not in the mood, I could like push myself, and I could, decide, well, you know what, you have to do this, so get up and do it. But yeah, I realize when it is I don't procrastinate, I feel a lot better about myself. I feel like, yes, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So, and it has helped me a lot, because if it is I continue to procrastinate, you wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't even be here right now on this channel. So I definitely think procrastination is a personal struggle for quite a lot of us. But yeah, 2020 taught me to just stop it, so that's what it is I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take it into 2021 with me. And I think especially Vlogmas really pushed me out of my comfort zone, because Vlogmas is a lot. If you're new to my channel, Vlogmas is basically where YouTubers would produce content for 24 days straight. It's like straight from December 1st until Christmas. And I actually vlogged Christmas Day as well. So yeah, it's a lot. But the more that I continue to not procrastinate and actually do what I know I was supposed to do, is the more that I got like subscribers and people reaching out and telling me they enjoy my videos and stuff like that. And that means so much to me. I love the fact that people even tell me how they feel. I'm so grateful. So yeah, procrastination is just not a good thing. So it's gotta stay in 2019, not even in 2020. Fourth thing that I learned in 2020 was never to give up. There were many times, and I have said this a lot on my channel, many times where I thought that I couldn't do this, because I'm thinking to myself, I don't think anybody even cares to like look at my videos. I don't know, it's like a weird mind thing with me. So at least that's the way I used to think. Let me put it out there. I no longer think like that. These birds, I swear. So yeah, so basically the never giving up. If it is you're following me on my Instagram page at TheLivingDolly, make sure to go follow me there. Every morning I put up inspirational quotes on my business page, which is Perfume Heaven. I also sell jewelry, makeup, fragrances, stuff like that, everything that girls love. So on both Instagram pages, I always every morning put up inspirational quotes, because I know life is tough, and sometimes when you see a kind of quote, it sticks with you for the day, whether it's inspirational, something spiritual, just something to just give you that pick me up. So yeah, definitely the never give up thing was something that I am very adamant about doing. I'm never giving up, even though sometimes it is hard as hell, and I could feel in my mood or whatever, or when my mind is playing tricks with me, or doubt or fear or whatever comes into play. Guess what? I'm never giving up. So if you're looking at this and you have a goal, and you feel like if you're not reaching your goal as fast as you want to, or even you feel like there are so many obstacles in your way, do not give up. Okay, so the fifth thing that 2020 has taught me is to protect my peace. I think we have all been in situationships, relationships, friendships, even family ships, where, I know family ships is not a real word, but I'm just saying, where you're clashing with someone, they're just not vibing with you. You all argue a lot, or whatever they're doing is affecting you in a way, whether it's making you angry, whether it's hurting your feelings, whether they are putting you down, whatever it is. I have learned in 2020 to protect my peace, and I've become scary good at it, meaning that I am totally cool with isolating myself if it is I feel like if you are doing something that is bothering me, that is irritating me, and I feel like if um even if I've told you about it and things are not changing, I can't do it. Like I'm not even gonna fight. I'm gonna protect my peace. My sanity is the most important thing. And yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. So I have just been keeping my distance from any kind of negativity, any kind of doubt, or somebody like trying to instill some fear, whatever it is people try to do when it is they're like sad and unhappy and they want you to feel that same way. No, baby, that ain't gonna work. So I am definitely not encouraging that into my space. So yeah, I've been protecting my peace. So that is what I've been learning to do in 2020 and definitely carrying forward in 2021. Cool. So number 6 is to take care of yourself. Now clearly we're still in the midst of the pandemic, and even though, you know, I definitely need to start back exercising. By the way, like I told myself that I was going to start back exercising, not in the first week, it's still Christmas, so let me enjoy my little ham, lamb, and jam. But from the second week of January, I want to start back exercising a little bit because, yo, this face has grown so much during quarantine. As you all know, Naya wants to be a chef, so the girl is talented beyond belief. She loves to cook. I love to eat, therefore my face is expanding. So when I started YouTube, my face was not this, you know, wide, but you know, that's life. You know, I'm healthy and strong, but it has taught me that I need to take care of myself because I also don't want to get sick. You know, most times the way you end up, you know, suffering with COVID is that you will have like a pre-existing condition. So I don't play with that. I take my vitamin A, D, sometimes C, and definitely zinc. I don't play with my zinc. If you all have looked at any of my Pennywise hauls, zinc is always in the mix because, you know, zinc is like a great blocker. You know, it really protects you, keeps you nice and strong, and you know, keeps your immune system, sorry, like on point. So yeah, I don't play with that. Like definitely I take my stuff, but I do need to, you know, get back into the exercising thing. Like these arms are getting really big, this face, you know, my 10 chins are like showing up. I'm gonna get there, so stay tuned for that. You're gonna be with me on this get my body into shape journey. Say a prayer for me. 2020 has taught me, especially during Christmas time, is to keep my surroundings clean. It's a personal thing for me, but I find when my surroundings are clean, I am more encouraged to create. It's like your creative juices flow, at least for me, you know, a lot better when the place is not cluttered and a mess and just looking kind of out of sorts. I can't stand that. It actually irritates me to see the mess, especially when I can't find something. Oh my god, that's one way to piss me off, like definitely. So it kind of ties into the protect your peace and keeping your surroundings clean. Keep your room clean, and that, you know, kind of helps you to just feel lighter. You know, it's all about how it is you make yourself feel, and I don't want to feel like irritated or, you know, just not being productive the way that I would like to be, because it's a new year, we all have new goals and stuff like that. And I don't like when the place is like cluttered and in a mess. Like right now, I just did my makeup and the desk in front of me is full of stuff. So as soon as I'm done, I'm about to clean this up because I just can't. Okay. Number 8, what I learned in 2020 is to be kind to people. When I say be kind, it is very hard sometimes in certain situations. I understand, because this world could be a very angry place. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with sometimes. But when I say be kind to people, you never know what people are going through, right? You never know what people are going through. Some people could be like a centimeter away from committing suicide, and your nice, kind gesture could actually stop that. So, you know, when it is I receive messages telling me that, for example, one girl told me that, a very sweet supporter of mine, by the way, she told me that during quarantine it was like a tough time for her, and looking at my videos, you know, helped her to, you know, deal with whatever situation she was dealing with, and it put a smile on her face, and that made me feel so good that I did something to make her feel good, and I didn't even know I was doing that. So, you know, when you are kind to people, it makes you feel good and it makes them feel good. So who doesn't want to feel good? So definitely, you know, be kind to people. You never know what people are going through. exact deadline, strive for success. Don't feel like you're full, well, all right, that's a wrap. I didn't get it, so I'm just not gonna bother. No, that's definitely not it for me. For example, I wanted to reach to 500 subscribers at the end of 2020. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm always gonna keep pushing. My goal in 2021 is to reach 1,000 subscribers, is to also get contracts, like sponsorships with brands, stuff like that. That's what I'm aiming for. So I'm gonna always continue to strive for success. It's like, reach for the stars. Even if you land on the moon, guess what? You're still gonna reach like really far. So that's basically one of the things that I learned in 2020. And finally, the 10th thing that I learned in 2020 is to cherish every moment, especially moments with loved ones, family and friends, people that you love. Yeah, there's no other way to say it. Life is short, and the thing is, you never know when someone won't be around. So definitely I'm very more cautious in the things that I say when it comes to the people that I really care about, because I don't want it to ever be that they feel a type of way because of me. Like, I always want to be clear in what it is I say. So I'm just trying to cherish every moment with the ones that I love, especially my Naya Pie. She's going to be 14 next month. Oh my God, I'm going to be the mother of a 14-year-old. So yeah, so that is one thing. As you all know, as I told you before, my dad had COVID. I don't play. Like, I am very grateful that we still have him. I know a lot of people did lose family members and loved ones, stuff like that. It's hard. 2020 was a difficult year. So it has definitely taught me, especially when you look at the news around the world and people are like dying like by the thousands day by day. Yeah, I definitely, I'm grateful that I'm still here and the ones that I care about are still here and you're still here. So that makes me feel even better. Okay guys, so thank you so much for joining me in this video today. I hope it is you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below if it is you resonated with anything that I said. The things that I learned in 2020, did they, were they the same for you? Please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Oh, special thanks I have to say to It's Naya. That's her channel. Go check her out. She's one of my great, she's such a sweet person. I just had to shout her out. So thank you so much, Naya. Love you. And everybody else, love you all so much. Please continue to support me. I love when you do support me. If you're looking at this and you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. I would be screaming like a pig when that happens. So thank you so much for joining me again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.